Hi everybody, this is a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel and he has really big feet and we're going to trim these up. You're not supposed to, for some reason. That's not part of their typical haircut, but nobody likes big hairy Grinch feet. They just don't. So I'm going to start out by shaving the backs of his ears. He has not had a bath yet because he has mats, as you can see. Or maybe you can't. He's got a big old mat right here. So I'm going to shave this out before I put him in the bathtub. I got to get some of this hair off or he's never going to dry. He's just getting a trim up all over. I'm neatening up all of his scraggly hairs. Shaving out the mats. He's a very good dog. Probably been here, I think, like 5 or 6 times. Hold on. I always tell the owners, if their dog has mats, they might be very itchy after their haircut. It's not my fault. But the mats start to attach to the skin. So when you shave them off, they can finally get to the skin and they'll just start scratching, you know, because it feels weird. And it's kind of a relief that air is getting to it. So it is January 1st and it's really cold outside. So his owner said for me to just do whatever I think. And I think it's too cold for a short haircut. So we're just trimming him up. All right, I'm taking off a bunch of this hair just so it dries faster, because what he's going to do is he's just going to lay down and this isn't going to dry under here. So I don't know, I'm in the way. Hold on. Just going to take off some of this hair back here so it dries faster. Just going to shave under his tail. Move his tail out of the way to shave out all this hair so it won't dry, well, so it'll dry faster. Shave out his chest just so it stays clean. They'll never know, but we don't. We're just going to take out all that hair. Out. Little hair out from under his arms. The inside of the back legs. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've just cut off all the feathers. And so after he's done drying, I'm just going to go back over him and neaten everything up. I'm going to cut his nails. Oh yeah, they're curling under. We'll take care of those and we'll clean his ears. We'll shave out the inside of his ears. So let's get in the bathtub. It's bath time and I'm just loading him up with shampoo. And then I'm going to put on conditioner too. I'm just using this rake here to pull out a lot of this undercoat, and it's just flying out. Doing it with the shampoo on him. I mean, just look at this. It's tons and tons. It's just pulling it out. Wow. See all this hair? And then I'm going to do it again with the conditioner, and it's all just going to slide out. Sorry if this grosses you out, guys, but I mean, this is just unreal. Look at all of this hair that's coming out. I mean, you can't see it, but it's just pouring out. It's not a glamorous job, but somebody has to do it. Okay, so I have her loaded up with some conditioner now, and I'm going to go ahead and use this rake over her again and pull out more hair. As you can see, still coming out. She is going to be so soft when this is done. Put your head up. There we go. It just helps to get all the conditioner or shampoo down next to the skin. All right. And just loosens it all up. Still coming. I'm trying not to pull too hard. We're going to clean up this mess on the floor. There's hair everywhere. I got to clean up the tub. Then I'm going to get her back out, or him or her back out, and finish blow drying him. Okay, I have my fan going to help dry. I think it's a boy. Dry him. Spaniels, they seem to have like a greasy, oily coat, and they really take a long time to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and finish blow drying him. And go ahead and get my brush and brush him while I'm drying him. He has a lot of undercoat. I'm going to go ahead and spray him with some conditioner too. Whew, the fan is blowing it. Hold on. All right. I keep my brush cleaned out with this comb. I just scrape all the hair out because it's just going to keep filling up. He's got a lot of mats in his ears. I'm just going to cut those out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start brushing his ears out. Even though they're still a little bit wet, they're not going to dry till I get the mats out because it's all clumped up. So I'm going to use my chunkers to remove the mats. That way it's blended in and you won't really be able to tell. I don't know, but if the mats are close to the skin, it's dangerous to use chunkers. So it just depends on how. I don't know. I might have to go back and just do a number 3 blade on his ears, depending on how choppy this looks. Because they told me I could do whatever I want anyway. And we want it to last. We don't want it to turn around and get matted up again soon. So I'm going to shave the inside of his ears with a 30 blade because it's matted in there and it won't dry, and I want to get the hair off. Excuse me, put your head down. Let's see. His hair is so thick, it just won't dry until I get this hair, most of the hair off. It's just going to stay wet. Got a mat right there. I'm going to go ahead and shave that out. I can use my dematting tool. It's like little razors, and it just combs through any tangles that are in here. Kind of cuts through it. Found it. It's got some mats right here. Spin this out. You need all kinds of tools. You don't just need a brush. You need all kinds of tools. Different tools do different things. I mean, look at all this hair. He just wants to stare at me, but I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a lot thinner now, so now it should dry pretty fast once we got these big clumps out. See what it looks like when it dries. I might take it short just to make it look more even. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to trim them short. Let me go ahead and get my curved scissors. See, they make stuff nice and round. They're still all tangled. I like when people tell me I can do whatever I want. It makes my life a lot easier. Just make that nice and round. And go ahead, since the fan is going, we're going to let these ears dry while I work. I think I'm going to start on his feet next. Shave the pads of his feet. Yeah, there's a big old mat up here. What I'm saying, you don't need to leave the hair long on every dog. It's just going to get matted. I mean, nobody brushes their dog. I'm shaving the pads of his feet with a 30 blade. King Charles Spaniels have really hairy feet. I mean, they can get really big and furry. Y'all should wait till you see these nails. They're curled around. I'll show you in just a minute. We're going to cut those. All the dogs get their nails cut with the grooming. That comes with it. I also do walk-in nail trims on Sundays, so people can come in between groomings and get their dog's nails cut. He really does not want to stand. He just won't stop sitting. So I'm going to use my Lazy Dog prop. It is a milk bone dog treat container, and let's see if that keeps him up. Some dogs, when they sit, they don't, or try to sit, they don't like the feeling of something, so they won't. But sometimes they just sit right down on it. So we'll see if it helps. I need something probably a little higher. See, it's all matted in here, so it's not drying because no air can get in there. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and use this. This might cut through it. It's like a little razor. Once it dries, it'll probably be a lot easier to brush out. There we go. It's coming. And anyway, he's probably not even used to being brushed, I think it's been about 9 or 10 months since his last grooming. So it probably hasn't been brushed. So considering that, he's doing pretty good. There we go. It's coming out. Brush your legs, and I'm going to go back and just trim up all of these scraggly hairs. Make sure his tail is brushed out. He's going to be really pretty. He's going to be really fluffy. I don't think that's helping too much. But it's worth a try. Just going to thin out underneath with my chunkers. He's got a couple little tangles under here, so I don't have to pull so hard when I brush. Just loosens it up. There we go. See, I mean, just look at all this hair that is just coming out. He's going to feel so much better. He's going to be cooler too, because they get hot with all that undercoat impacted in there. I'm going to get my regular thinning shears because I don't want to take too much hair out. I'm just trying to thin this hair out. It's a little tangled. Plus it's a little wet too, which makes it harder to brush. Excuse me. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, I'm coming around to this side. I'm trying to brush his hips out, but he's not a fan, and he keeps tucking and ducking and trying to scooch away. So I'll use my comb. I'm going to open it up and brush the inside because that's where all the undercoat is hiding. Sometimes people, they just brush the outside of their dog and it really does no good. You got to get next to the skin, but you got to be careful not to scrape the skin. Look, this takes practice. It really does. See, it just keeps coming and coming and coming. He's a little overdue. He doesn't like it, but I got to do it. See all this hair? I don't know if you can see it. It's all coming out. Sorry. It's just so thick and matted in here. When it's thick like this, it just won't dry either. Go ahead and just finish brushing his tail out and trim it up. I don't want to bore you with all this brushing, so we're going to skip around. I'll finish it in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and trim his tail up. We want the comb to go through everything. We don't want this to snag up. See right there, it's snagging up. So I'm going to take my thinning shears and thin it out a little bit. Thinning shears take a little bit of hair out and the chunkers take a lot of hair out. So just keeps coming. I do another Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. It comes here, it's a black one. And he comes once a month. And I'm telling you, this breed is a heavy, not heavy duty, but a high maintenance breed. They require a lot of grooming, and people don't realize. I'm looking for my scissors. Here they are. People don't realize when they get them how much it takes, you know, to get them to look like they do on Instagram. Trust me, Instagram dogs are not real dogs. Just trimming up the bottom. I'm going to go ahead in a minute here and just finish brushing him out. I'm not going to record it because y'all will either change the channel or you'll fall asleep. But I will be back in a few minutes.
It has already been about an hour and 15 minutes just brushing him and trimming up his hair. So I'm really, I told the owners it'd be about 2.5 hours. It didn't, it should be plenty of time, but he is really taking a lot longer. So now I have to kind of rush. I hate rushing. So, because if they walk in early, the dog is going to go berserk and think he's done, and then I might not be able to finish. So that's never good. So we'll go ahead and trim this ear up. Of course, it's full of little mats that won't dry. I shaved the inside out already. Just holding the bottom of his ear so I know where to cut so I don't cut his skin. I'm going to cut right along the bottom and round it off. Okay, I'm going to take my 7-skip tooth blade and just skim along his chest. Hopefully there's no mats, but of course there are. Let me take my, where's my chunkers? Just thin this out a little bit under here. Okay. We're almost done, I promise. Thin this out some more. Now I'm just going to cut it out. There we go. What I like to do when they're done is go over them with my 7-skip tooth blade and just skim off all the scraggly hairs. Okay. Make sure his neck is brushed out really good. His hair is a whole lot thinner now and soft.
But really, this guy probably should get on a schedule. He should probably come at least every 4 to 8 weeks. Still got a lot of undercoat in there. Jeez. You know why? It's because it's so thick it won't dry, and it's still a little damp in there, which is making it very hard to get out the undercoat. All right, I'm going to take this off. Just skim off all the scraggly hairs on his chest. He does not like standing up. I'm gonna have to hold on to get my prop here. Okay. He's almost done. Just going to blend in his ears with my chunkers. I actually still have some fall bandanas left over. I overmade way too much stuff. I still have Halloween bandanas left. I have some fall pumpkins, and I'm going to give him a fall because they're free, so they can't really complain, right? And they're still cute. So I used up most of the Christmas, but I still have a couple fall left. Just want this to blend in. I don't want it to look freshly cut, like a sharp cut. I just want it to be a soft cut. And I think I made it just in time. It is almost 5:30 and he is ready to go. So, I'm going to wipe him down with a baby wipe. Hold on here. Why don't you put him down on the floor? You know, it's not going to look so choppy. It'll blend in better. All right, looks good to me. Let me get his bandana. Spray him down with some conditioner. Wipe him down with a baby wipe. Get a little water, make sure his eyes are clean. He likes to stand right on the edge of this table. All right, I'm just going to double check for scraggly hairs and just cut them off. Looks good to me. All right. He's a great dog. He just doesn't like to stand up. You're gonna make me take a chunk out. There. Okay. See, this is a fall bandana, but it's really cute. It's got little diamonds and pumpkins and all kinds of dogs dressed up. I think he can wear it in January. You need to turn around and show everybody how cute. 1, 2, about 3 knots in there. Okay. You know you're done. Are you done? They know. It's crazy. As soon as we're done, they always start wagging their tail. All right. Good job. Let's go. I'm gonna go. Still gonna wipe his eyes out a little bit. They're a little damp, so I'm gonna take the towel and wipe them out. See if I can get him to dry, but he's done.